We're back again. Guess who's back?
Guess who's back? Back
Darn it.
again.
Darn it.
Hey,
Darn
back.
Tell a friend.
Blueberry.
Blueberry. It's ham.
Your lip gloss be popping, girl.
My lip gloss be cool.
Chilling at my locker. They see me after school. What you know about me? What you know about me?
I had to do it.
Yeah, I got it.
It's called culture.
It's called culture.
That's what I said before. Get with the program. Get it together. If you don't know lip gloss is poppin', if you don't know the lip gloss is cool, then you better get schooled.
And class is in session.
Correct.
Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for stopping by to hang out.
I feel like we should kind of pick up where we left off the last time we were kind of talking about like online dating, but like now we have dating apps like on your phone. It makes it real easy, but like what about the times of like online dating when it was like chat rooms and stuff?
Oh, like chat rooms.
Remember chat rooms?
Oh, I remember like Omegle and chat roulette.
Chat roulette.
Oh, I just see random people just like...
Did you guys ever go on that? I know you used Omegle, and I would kind of go on when you were like chatting with some of your friends, but I don't think I've ever used chat roulette, at least not that way.
I don't think it was called Omegle. I think that there was
Uvu?
there was one called Uvu was different. Uvu was like Skype.
That was like Skype. No, Omegle and chat roulette were the
Chat
two
roulette. I was gonna
online.
say, was that the name of it? Maybe it was chat roulette, the one that I was on a lot, not Omegle.
ASL.
It was
Oh my
fun.
god, ASL.
And also, like, you know, when we had AIM, like we were talking about last week with our away messages. Kate, thanks, bye, away message up.
ASL, age, sex, location.
But, like, chat rooms even, like, before even AIM was a thing. Like, even back in the AOL, American Online.
American Online.
Like, that's how my parents met, was on AOL.
On AOL?
Yeah, my mom and my stepdad actually met on AOL. He was asking for, like, directions to, I think it was a restaurant or something. His, they said I could say what it was. His was Sure Thing, and hers was Modem Love, because Modem was, like, the computer modem that you use for, like, getting online. And his was SHORE, because he was from the Jersey Shore.
Ooh, he was very sure of himself.
He was very sure of himself. And then he, like, I think my mom, like, followed it back up, like, a week later and was like, how'd you make out? Like, did you get where you needed to go? And then they just hit it off.
That's adorable. I actually still have, like, an AOL, like, email account that's, like, at AOL.com.
Still at AOL?
Yeah, but, like, our parents actually met on Match.com.
On Match?
No, I think she said it was Yahoo Singles or something.
I thought it was Match.
No. I think she said it was something singles.
Get Joanne on the phone.
I gotta get Joanne on the phone. I
Don't
think she
wait
said
for
it was
her.
like Yahoo Singles. I'm pretty sure that's what she said.
It was still online. Like, still our parents both met online. That's crazy.
Maybe back then she had, like, 2 accounts. Maybe she had a Match.com, and maybe she had a Yahoo Singles
playing
account.
the field. Good for her, yeah.
Joanne?
Well, who knows? Maybe.
I'm pretty sure she said Yahoo Singles, but
You're
I
probably
could be
right.
wrong.
It was more later on. Like, my parents met in, like, the 90s. Didn't your parents, like, Joanne and Fred, if you don't mind me saying, they got married in, like, 08, or, like, you know, when we were, like, in high school.
They got married in 06, but they met
okay.
they met like a couple years before that. So early 2000s, like
Right.
2004 maybe, I think. We'll have to confirm this, but I also don't know
That
their
was after the
usernames.
Facebook, right?
After the Facebook.
Yeah, I
That
think
was
they...
before MySpace days. I miss MySpace days.
Oh, my God.
I miss, like, remember our top 8? Oh, let's not get started on the whole...
Oh, their top 8. Like, if you didn't make it in my top 8.
That's why I had a top 16. I had a top 16 because I had too many people and everybody was pissing me the off.
I was going to say, probably shouldn't even say it, but the layout debacle.
Oh.
We were all on a Titanic kick for, like...
I don't even want to talk to you guys right now. I want to talk to you right now, actually, and Gina's fine.
We were all, me and Brianna and our other friend, who shall remain nameless, were on a Titanic kick because we were all hanging out with each other and using our one friend's house to go hang out in her pool. Shout out. We're not going to say her name, but... So we would go to
Well, we
her
didn't
house.
do that when we were younger, but when we grew up, I guess we realized that's what we did. We thought about it. We
didn't do it like in the moment thinking we were doing that. We were hanging out with her, but as we were
so
growing
much.
up,
We realized she was the
we were like,
friend with the pool in the summertime.
She was around the
So
pool in the
we were like,
summer.
well, went to her house a lot, and I guess that's why.
And that was one of the things we pretended to do, was drown like we were in Titanic, because we thought that was fun.
So Titanic was a big theme, and then we got really obsessed with the whole Titanic thing until
me and my friend went to go see Hairspray.
Yeah, until you and who shall not be named goes to see Hairspray, and I go to their profiles, and all of a sudden it's all changed to all Hairspray everything, and I'm the only fool that still has the only thing Titanic decked out all over my MySpace page. I'm like a freak now, all by myself.
I'm a freak all by myself.
I'm a Titanic freak all by myself.
No, again, not the Titanic episode. So why don't you bring up Titanic all the time?
I know, it's just like a theme. It's just, you know,
It's part of me.
it's a part of me.
But
MySpace really had us doing like basic HTML.
right, we were doing coding when we were like
know, they're like
not even teenagers.
We were doing basic like web page building on our own MySpaces.
Don't ask me how to do it now, though. Don't even ask.
They want to like pay people to do like coding and all this other stuff, and I'm like, we literally like taught ourselves. We're self-taught like coders from MySpace.
I pretty much copy and pasted everything from websites,
Yeah.
though. But like,
I learned how to do it though
you
because
learn
like
how
I
to
did it
do
so much.
You know,
Yeah,
how to bold, italicize, underline. And
it
all
was
that.
like the BR was in the middle of that with like a backslash or something that was like a page break.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, I was like, I kind of know it. Maybe there's a slash, maybe there's no slash, but I still know
It
it.
was in there. Something in there. Special character for sure. Because we're special characters.
Wow.
Such a special character.
I'm quirky.
Isn't it funny though that like it's like our parents' second marriage though, but the second one lasted way longer.
Yeah.
And they met online. Like who says you can't meet your person online? You did.
I did.
On an
God.
app, but it's still online.
Right.
Right? I consider that the internet, the interwebs.
The interwebs.
My hot take on that is that I don't online date. I don't want to online date. I'm not on any dating apps. I want to meet somebody in person, and that's just me. I know a lot of people like to online date, and a lot of people have dating apps, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not for me. That's my opinion. That's my hot take. That's my unpopular opinion, is that I don't want a dating app.
That's fine. I know there's a lot of people who like to meet people more organically and like not go looking for it too. Like some people are like, oh, I just want to meet a person while I'm out. Like I just want to meet them through somebody or while I'm out. Like it'll be fate if we meet them.
Exactly.
I think my take on that too is like I agree with that completely. I would rather probably just meet somebody in person because I mean we were talking about this the other day, but like online dating puts like another barrier in between you and a person because when you're meeting somebody in person, it like you already met in person. But like when you're meeting somebody online, you have to get through that barrier.
You have those preconceived notions already of like what to expect or not to expect, or if something happens, you're thrown off guard.
Right.
That you weren't looking for, and then it just throws the whole vibe off. When you already met them already, it's like, all right, well, I already know how they are as a person, like
Hopefully.
just off of that, just off of that first impression, like you kind of get a sense, at least a little bit, especially like if they're around their friends or whatever.
Yeah.
So you get kind of a good sense instead of never having met them.
Online puts that barrier of now you have to meet in person. Like, and how long is somebody going to drag out, like, the talking stage? It's like, are we ever going to meet in person?
Right.
So I feel like that gives people a reason to just f- around online because, like, you can always hide behind your phone and behind the internet. Like, people, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think sometimes people get a high from, like, swiping or just, like, looking at people online and they never really intend to meet you anyway, which sucks.
Because they're just looking for pictures or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're just looking for a good time for a minute.
People
not
lie
a long
about who
time.
they, yeah.
Or if they want to meet, they're like, yeah, only want like a good time for
Yeah.
like a little short period of time.
People can lie about who they are on the internet. Like when you meet somebody in person, that's hopefully their raw self that you're meeting. Like there's no filters, there's no picture. Like you're meeting the person. So I would love, in a perfect world, it would be nice to meet somebody organically in person and not have to go through an app. But I also think that the app also introduces you to people that you wouldn't have otherwise met.
Very true.
You
in
know?
different areas of like New Jersey, even
Yeah.
like
How would you have met Bass?
he was close. He was in Hamilton.
Yeah. Would you have gone to Hamilton? Probably not.
I
Like, you
was
probably
nowhere
wouldn't
near
have met otherwise.
Hamilton ever
Yeah.
before that, and he was in Pennsylvania before that. So even then, I wouldn't have even known anyone of who he was.
Yeah.
Before.
All of that to say, I think there's pros and cons to all of it.
Absolutely.
Like, you're more of a spiritual person, so you gravitate more towards, like, the energy kind of thing. Like, you're more, like...
I know, and that takes it away from it with, like, seeing people online, and I'm like, I don't want to judge these people just with the way that they look. I can't really judge your energy, like, through a screen. I don't care what anybody says online about being able to judge energies through screens. I don't...
It alters, obviously, based off of... Because it gives so much, like... Because I went... Let me school you real quick. When I went to school for communication, like, one of the things is, like, nonverbal communication, especially with, like, that being the form of, like, media being the platform and having that, that barrier, that extra channel of communication, it leaves so much room to question, like, all of these things. So you're pretty much in your head the entire time. If the guy doesn't answer you back, how long does it take to meet them for the first time? Or everything, it's put into question. So, like, what guys think that, like, you're crazy for thinking these things. No, I'm not crazy. You are putting me in this position to think this way based off of your action or not action. The not action in itself isn't action. Whether or not you are trying to do that or not. Whether or not you're intentionally trying to make somebody wait that long or whatever the case may be.
It's still saying something.
It's still saying something without actually saying something. So for guys to say, oh, a girl's crazy for thinking this in her head. No, it's like, yes, guys are one-track minded. Girls think 10 steps ahead all the time. That's just kind of the difference. The difference that I see in myself, again, I guess an opinion-based thing, but a lot of people do say that. Like, guys are like, when you go to the mall with a guy, he goes in one store in and out, right? Girls go shopping, go window shopping, go look at a couple different stores. That's what I'm basing this off of. Like, guys will just be like, I gotta do one thing today, and that's it. Girls will be like, I have 5 different things to do, but it's technically just one thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, same kind of rule that I'm, like, basing that off of.
Our brains are wired a little different.
Exactly.
Definitely.
So we're not crazy if we're thinking one thing by what you're presenting to us and how you're perceiving, especially based off of being online. So I understand your want for that. So
I mean, like, everybody's so disappointed about, like, not having the person in front of them that they say that they are, like, when you see them on the phone, and, like, I just want to cut that barrier out completely. I'd rather just meet people face to face, because then I want to, like, talk to them afterward, like, and see how they text.
Right, it's a whole different like persona.
Right, and I'm like, can you text? Like, we just talked so well in person. Now why aren't you texting me that well? You know, like, I thought we just had a great conversation. It's like, oh, like, now you can't keep up with me. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess it's easier to tell. Like, I guess that's why I just think it's easier to tell, like, if you see somebody and meet them in real life. I like that a lot better. I don't know. I don't have time. And that's how you podcast.
Thanks for coming.
Yay!
We should try and get it to do it after every episode.
After every episode.